What's the worst comment in your period of this dancing that you've gotten and you sat down ukajiuliza sasa niendelee na hii ama
okay, sasa ilifika mahali nikajiuliza kama niendelee na hiyo. Of course nilikuwa niendelee, but of course kuna very mean comments. Mmoja anakuambia unafanana kibanda. Mwingine anakuambia ati haga zako zimeshikana na mgongo.
TikTokers, shame on you.
There are those two mean comments, but I really thank God 99.9% are positive
yeah,
comments.
That's the thing.
That is my biggest flex.
Angie, body. Shake your body. Angie, know you want it.
Shakira, that's tú? Wow.
What's up, everybody? My name is Lileisha and welcome to yet another episode of TUKO Extra. Now, guys, you don't know how excited I am because when I DM'd her, honestly, I thought I'm a celeb sana. She ain't got no time for us. But she quickly responded to this, yani, with so much humility, and we are here for that. Ladies and gentlemen, your Angie body baby girl. That's how we've known you. Introduce yourself, baby girl.
Hi guys, my name is Naomi Wanjao. You know me by the song Angie Badi. Yeah.
You should change your name to Naomi Angie.
Okay.
Because yeah, that is now you.
Kila mtu everywhere. Hi Angie.
Yeah,
Hi,
I think they call you Angie.
Yeah, they call me Angie.
Okay, so I got to know about you on TikTok from that song, Angie. That's the first song I saw. For me, one thing that stood out for me immediately was your confidence. That is something I think everyone is talking about and is saying, what's the confidence about that? Let's get to know the growing up of Naomi, not Angie.
Naomi. Growing up ni kawaida, a dad, a mom, we are 4 girls and 2 boys, and I have
one of our sisters. She's the one who's designed our set.
So it's just growing up ilikuwa tu kawaida, just a normal Christian home. Yes, of course, kulikuwa na ile ukienda shule, unakumbuka ukienda shule ukiwa dogo na kuita kanono, kanondi, kanini, but you know Kenyans, we don't take that serious. So
you didn't?
No. You're in class 4, class 3, class 5, class 6, uko, like, that time, your fat shaming and everything, it was not like something that, oh my God, I'm in fat shame, this is so bad. So, yes, kuna time yo, whatever, but it took a while before mtu ajenge your confidence. Kulikuwa ni time you feel down, especially when umekujuka grow kafika secondary school,
yeah, high school is the worst.
Sasa hapo ndio unaona, like, now you start seeing, no, this is mtu amekuja amevaa skirt, ametuck shati, flat tummy and everything, uko hapo shati skirt imeganyisha mara mbili katumbo.
You're asking yourself why?
Yeah, why? So my raising up ilikuwa like, my mother is the one that alinipatia confidence sana. My dad, you know, African dads, you know how they are. Kwambia, you need to lose weight, you need to do this. But my mom really alinipatia confidence because nambia, this is how you're born. Since you're a kid, this is how you are. So you just have to live with it. You are healthy, you're very active, you're very flexible. You can do most of the things people who are skinny cannot even do.
You're right.
So you need to be proud of yourself. Hakuna haja kushinda hapo kiji, oh, you're kila saa uko tu na sulk every time, oh, amenita mnono, sio fine. Yeah.
It's interesting. I love that didn't get to you. I personally, because I've also been big part most of my life. And even in primary, I had boobs. And I'm like, why don't these people have them? What's wrong with you? Until I found out, no, the wrong is me. Like, they're making me feel like I'm the one who's wrong. So I love that didn't stop you. That didn't even bring you down.
Yeah.
And shout out to your mother because if it wasn't for that,
I could have been.
If you don't get it at home, if you don't get it from your close people, then, bro,
it will be very tough. Yeah.
Interesting. So after high school, did you do university?
Yeah, I went to college. Then I first I didn't even go to college directly. So when I had finished high school, sikuwa nimepata zile grade nilikuwa nataka. Ngotaka niende university, nifanye JKUAT. But sikupata hizo, kwa nasema ni that time kulikuwa na ile kitu ya bridging na bridge subjects nini. Sasa nikajiuliza kama nilifail mathematics na physics hizo na chemistry hizo siku. Sasa what am I?
What are you
yeah,
bridging?
What is the difference? Nikaanza doing work first nikaanza na these promotions work kwenda huku nini TRM. That was my first work with Body Mascots. Siku ya Christmas kuzunguka kama umevaa hii costume ya Christmas, Mother Christmas, kitu kama hiyo. Kufanya gigs za makeup with my sister. I was just working. Then after like 2 years sasa nikadisa nikaingia college. I started with electrical engineering.
Hey. Hey, but TikTok. Hey.
Mnaweza sema huyu mtu after that nikona I really didn't like electrical engineering. Like it's consume like a lot of your life. Like you don't have any free time. It's really hard on the mental situation. Onanga wengi wao ni walevi. Like it was really hard. Nika decide acha nifanye procurement. I really love supply chain. Sasa hiyo ndio nafanya.
Oh, interesting. Yeah. It's where the money is at. Procurement na pesa. Interesting. So even when you were doing high school, getting into college, what did you want to do? Because you said you didn't get the grades for what you wanted to do.
I wanted to do computer engineering or IT engineering. So ikakuwa the grades were like TUKO. Yeah.
Okay, interesting. Haya, huyu baby girl ameingia amefanya what she's doing. When did you feel like TikTok is a space for you, and how did you start creating content?
So first TikTok, I joined TikTok siku ya 2020 when there was a pandemic. When there was no school, there was nothing, we were just at home. So nilikuwa nasikia kitu ya TikTok wa kina Charlie D'Amelio. Kwanza nilianza kusikilia na hizo siku. So I was like, okay, wacha download TikTok nione. At first this is like my second account. Ya kwanza I was just mpenzi mtazamaji, ni kuona tu, ni ku scroll na ku like. Yes, we were dancing 1 2 like, but it was that serious. So after that nika change my phone, nikasahau password. When so person ngasema okay, Kenya tunafanya, I'll just sign in with, at that time nili change nikanunua iPhone, just a small one. Nikasema I'll just sign in with my my iPhone ID. Hapo ndio the second now this account na miwanjao. Kidogo just a Sunday morning, a Sunday evening tumekaa hivi, I told my niece tufanye aje twende to shoot kitu just for fun. Hapo South B, hapo Naivas, hapo hivyo. Tukatoka ya kwanza yenye sasa ndio ili hit like hapo ndio nimepata like 300 views, 300k views. It was me going to the supermarket venye sienda complain juu ya vitu venye ni expensive, na tunafanya hadi calculation, tunauliza hadi mtu amesimama wa Naivas hii ni how much. Lakini after that unarudi na kitu kama kibiriti unatoka hapo kuna kitu umenunua. Nikafanya hiyo ikaenda kila mahali, and I was like wow, the notifications kila kitu. So after that, so like nikasema okay, this can be a thing. I know I'll not be like famous in like kufungua macho hivi, but it can be a thing.
But I mean 300,000.
I know.
That's famous.
Yeah, it was the first time I was like wow, like so the second one I created ilikuwa that time yenye kulikuwa na shida ya unga. There was a shortage ya unga.
Yeah.
Alafu kenda supermarket unapata unga mbili, msemo umepanga line. Period. Sikuwa najua kulikuwa na shida ya unga till nikienda kununua. Napata Naivas line tumepanga nini tunagojea unga. Ikitolewa kila mtu mbili. So unajua siku umezoea kununua unga in bulk. Unanunua unga kama 5 6 unaona zieka. So hiyo kanipatia idea like after umenunua hizo unga umepata those 2 packets of unga, finally umetoka, you like joyous celebration.
Yeah, this is gold.
Yeah.
Pressure.
Ndio nikashoot hiyo ya unga. From there 2 page ikashika. Like ikashika, nika create ya chapati venye mtu akipika chapati na kwanga venye mtu usikia like it's training. From there it was just ideas, like these ideas, they are things that are inside of my mind. This is how I see them, this is how people relate to it more
because they've gone through it.
Yeah,
because the new chapati is a struggle. Unga, literally everyone was going through that.
Yeah,
interesting.
Yeah.
And you creating that space, I'm sure, I mean creating that content, I'm sure there was a point you were feeling, is this wasting my time? Is it, as in, is my life supposed to be content creation? Or is it when you created, you're like, I love this?
Mine was, I love this.
I love it.
When I take my phone, I go through those videos, I laugh myself.
You're like, manze, I'm so serious. Morio.
Wanajiuliza, sasa nini nilifanya ukama hapa na kitu kama hii, like, mbona una dance visually saa ingine? The way you laugh is just the way I laugh. I enjoy this. Ingekuwa ni mambo ya pressure ya content creating, I don't think ningekuwa na produce anything else, because anything that puts pressure on me, one, I tend to like, let me just put it down. So I just
Same.
I just enjoy it.
I'm baby girl. I
Yeah.
don't want stress.
It's too much pressure already in how we are living and everything. So when you tell I'm enjoying this thing, the only pressure ilikuwa kuedit. You know, when you're editing with your phone nini, but you just navigate through it, unajua, and then you enjoy the content.
Interesting. Then now you started creating these dancing ones.
The dancing one, it was actually just a random thing. The first dancing video I did, actually nilifanyia hapa tukiangalia kuna hiyo kutekwa hapo. I had this red shirt. Nilikuwa ni mwanauda na Nikita kifanya hiyo. Hiyo sijui hiyo design anatembeanga akitingisha kitetemeka, pia anatingisha. You know, she danced so well. Alafu nikaona watu wengine wakijaribu. Then it's so fun, nikasema wacha nijaribu. Kachukua stool, kaeka stand, TikTok. The first try. That was the first try ya kudance. Nikasema I'm going to post this because this is so funny. Nikaipost. Nakwambia zile notifications zilikuwa, I thought TikTok itahang for sure.
It was
Nilikuwa nadhani TikTok itahang. My other sister was calling me and niambia, nini nilifanya post ukidance hivi? Nikamwambia hakuna, kwani unaona dare Nikita venye anatingiza huko nyuma akitembea. It was so funny. Nikakuwa just like that. Kakuwa like it's dancing. Yeah.
And what did you specifically, because now we've, like I've said, we've known you, I think you became more famous in terms of dancing with the Angie song. Why did you pick that song? Because there are so many other new songs that came out at that time.
The Angie song, actually, I was scrolling through TikTok. Nikona Aziada kifanya Angie party. Nikona akidance. Kasema okay, wacha hata mimi nifanye Angie. Nikachukua sinifanya Dan Nikita, nikafanya ile ya mini Empress, Queen wa machuma, nikafanya hiyo. Like I'm just trying to, like venye watu waonyeshangi the rough part of dancing. Before ushike hiyo style. So nikasema acha nifanye Angie. The funny thing is haiko itokee hivyo. The trouser I was wearing because of wear and tear in between the legs, ilikuwa na like a white, unaona hizi sweatpants ukivaa sana iko na like a white patch. Sasa ime tear, like ni just a white patch. So mara kwanza venye nilishoot kuangalia hivi nasema iko na white patch hapa. Sasa the way nilikuwa nimeshikilia hivi miguu kwa sababu
sionekane. Oh my god. Yeah.
Nikasema I did not look at the way I was venye nilikuwa nakaa. Nilikuwa nasema tu at least haijaonekana hiyo rough patch. Nika post. I did not expect, by the way, ipate traffic hivyo. No.
But I want to understand. No. For me, even like when you're creating content, even when I sit here, I'll sit as a certain way because there are things I don't want to be seen. Like you're saying, hapo huku nataka waonekane. But you made sure whatever people would say is wrong with you. Hata hana haga. You know, that is what you showed us. And for you, when you were doing that, what was going on in your mind?
Imagine I was just having fun. The thing about me is, nimejikubali. I am okay with the way I am.
You are.
As long as I go to the doctor, I say, you have no health issues caused by your weight. You're okay. I am mobile. I can do this. Neza panda stairs. And I am good. My health, inner health, ndo ina matter more. Yes, kuna time I feel like I need to lose some weight and I can do it, but I am okay with who I am. So hata mtu akikuja niambie sina haga, si kuanga nazo tangia kitambo, si ati imeanza saa hii. Si saa hii, mimi mwenyewe I know I'm not like venye all that curvy and stuff, but I'm good. So I was just dancing and I knew comments zitakuja, but the comments that came, I never expected them. They were so positive.
There was a lot of
they
love.
Got the joke, because it was a joke. It's not like I don't know how to dance. I do, but they got the joke about the dance.
Oh my god, I love it. Yeah. What's the worst comment in your period of this dancing that you've gotten and you sat down ukajiuliza sasa niendelee na hii ama?
Okay, sasa ilifika mahali nikajiuliza kama niendelee na hiyo. Of course nilikuwa niendelee, but of course kuna very mean comments. Mmoja anakuambia unafanana kibanda. Mwingine anakuambia ati haga zako zimeshikana na mgongo.
TikTokers, shame on you.
There are those two mean comments, but I really thank God 99.9% are positive
yeah,
comments.
That's the thing.
That is my biggest flex. Fans wangu, I love my fans. Thank you so much. Like, they're very positive. They get the joke. They don't tend to look at my body. They're like, now we get the joke. It's not about your body, because that's what I want. Nataka washike your joke, like just
laugh.
a joke. Yeah, just laugh it. There's so much pressure huku nje, kazi nini, bills, right? Just kuja TikTok, check tu. It's never that serious. Of course kuna mean comments watakuwa, but hakuna ya time wenye unapatanga kwa page yangu. Bishwa, chani kwanga kama unataka comment vibaya, just comment, but hautaipata ya time.
I love that.
Yeah.
What's your biggest highlight?
Let me say there are two. First was meeting Boutros, like the way he appreciated, like venye aliniona, you know, he was taking pictures na wasanii wengine. Then I was next because alikuwa na secret kwa sema sasa next ni Naomi, kakuja kaniambia do you know, akaambia the other game mwenye member, do you know who this is? This is Angie. Like he was so happy, and I'm grateful that Ali appreciate what I know. Angie is like a song ya Angie, but I nilitoa like a comedy song, but Ali appreciate sana, like wakaanza kuimba, like he was so happy with it. Hakuwa anakuwa na ile backlash ya this is not what I want my song to represent and whatever. The second one ni when Dr. Feneke alini host kwa show yake. Yeah. Nilipatana naye hapa kwa stairs nikitoa nguo hapa nikitoa nguo juu uko kwa rooftop. Nikapatana naye, I was like dragging hiyo basin kwa na nguo. Kaniuliza hiyo basin itafika kweli chini? Nikamwambia ni physics. Then after that I came kwa nyumba nikaambia my sister, nimepatana na Dr. Feneke. Kaniambia unaweza kuwa kwa show yake. Nikasema yeah, I can be. Nikasema naweza taka kwa show yake, and it happened. Yeah.
So what do your parents think about it? Because I mean, from engineer to
Angie. Okay, first of all, my parents ni wale wa old school, wale wa 19 something, sasa wako 67 50 something. So my mom actually, hata ukiangalia on my Facebook page, yeye ndo kwanza ku comment, you are blessed, you are highly favored, you'll go far. She always comments the best things. Nikimonye kwa TikTok endo namwambia endo like, anangana kutumia like social media. She's trying her best, but I want to like anything kitu yote ya watoto wake, let me like, let me comment. My dad anajua, but I don't think akona idea ya what is happening.
Anajua tu uko tu.
Niko tu like anaelewa yes kidogo, but hajui like the idea what is happening. The rest of my family washanizoea like this is not even new to them. Wanaona kwanga behind the camera. Ndio wananichukuanga. Shout out to my other sister nitwa Ayala Dorcas, behind the scenes, hata yeye ndio usengini utokea kama an extra. My brother David Wanjao wanakuanga hapo kama pia extra, nikitaka kijana karibu yeye ndo anakuanga hapo. Watu wenye wameenda shule akina Zaina Vic na kina Lily Dances, my niece and my small sister. My family supports me 100%.
Clearly,
100%.
I truly love that. So will you ever practice what you're studying?
Well, procurement. Itakuwa ngumu.
Imagine umekaa hivi chini unaenda kuambia tu story ya procurement.
But what I'll do is nitamaliza. I'll finish. Nitamaliza nipate certificate. It's always good kuwa na certificate. Nitamaliza, si tunasema nitamaliza, but itakuwa ngumu having a 9 to 5 job na bado unataka content creator. Yeah.
So your life you're choosing now henceforth is content creation.
It literally chose me. It's legit. Like it legitimately amkasubika sema, now girl, I've chosen you now. Do you? Yeah.
And you feel thus far, has it given you money? Has it paid something, or do you see a future of money in that space?
Yeah, imenipatia, let me say, okay. First, the first person to ever approach me, that's why nampatia shout out every time I go, was Nails by Maggie. Kona hapo Bihi Towers 9th floor. Thank you so much. Alikuja kaniambia, hey Naomi, we really love your content, we want to work with you, just come get our services to work pamoja. That was the ever first like partnership nishaipata. Till date we are still together. The second one ilikuwa nini company ya US, I guess so. Ilikuwa inaitwa speedwrite.com. Kaniandikia tu email, we love your TikTok, please do a video for us. It was just a very short video. Wakanilipa. That was like the first cash nilishika ya.
That's nice.
Ya content creation. Yeah, imagine it's not even from a Kenyan company. It was the first money nilishika, ilikuwa kutoka majuu. They actually sent money through PayPal.
So clearly this is going to make you good money.
Yeah, so the after that sasa ndio wasanii sasa wakaanza kukuja like I'm just an upcoming msanii, please nifanyie video na hii wimbo yangu. I'll just pay, what is your budget currently, your rate card. At that time najua nilikuwa na like 40k followers, so rate card yangu ilikuwa ati that high. I understand even pia wanikuanza wanaanza alikuwa anaitwa Chriset Music. The other one who approached me this song called Thayo. I'm really sorry nimesahau mwenye hiyo wimbo, but it's called Thayo tana ama piano Kikuyu. The thing in impress na they didn't even bargain.
Ulimwambia kusema sawa.
Wakaniambia okay sawa, fine. You just do you. We love absolutely love your content. Alafu akaniambia kitu moja, it's not about your followers, it's about the kind of traffic and engagement you have kwa hizo videos,
which is a lot.
Yeah, which is a lot. Akaniambia you have like 50 something followers but your traffic has read 700k views nini. Akaniambia thank you for like kuona hiyo. After that sasa ndio wasanii wengine wakakuja, interviews zikaingia. Yeah, I'm just hoping right now nifanye kazi sana ma brands.
And I think you really are.
Yeah.
Because I mean, you've given yourself all of you to this content creation. And you, as you've said, it's not about your followers, it's about your engagement.
Yeah.
And that's what people look for. But then if you go to brands, the followers it's the engagement. That's all they look for. And I'm totally and completely so excited and super, I can't wait for what the future holds for you. I'm happy that you've given so much confidence to so many people. There are many young people out there. And then TikTok also, another thing is it has a lot of pressure. Yeah. Through content creation. Doesn't mean because there was something, you also said, you've come here and said, like you did not get the marks
I did
you wanted.
not. Absolutely.
But that didn't stop you from going on, and look where you are now. So I think it's also very important for this young generation to understand, because a lot of guys who are on TikTok are young generation, to understand that's not your end. Yeah. That's small, these are small things. Small things.
And they really, at the end of the day, I don't say like they don't matter, but they don't really matter.
It's not everything.
Yeah, it really isn't. People who are on A's and everything, they have scored the most highest marks you can ever think of, but pia wako in the lowest of the lowest. Even if you have a mind of tuseme kusoma, kuna those who are gifted na mind ya kusoma. In RCA wameanza kwa engineering, they have started, walikuwa wameanza kuweka communication skills na entrepreneurship, because they notice engineers na communication skills
outside
entrepreneurship. So even if you're an engineer or something, kuna the highest guess you are smart, you also need something else to go with life. So no matter how kato kumepata my friend,
there's something you can do.
There's always something. We thank God that he created this world. You can do anything. Literally, you can do anything and you can prosper in it. Just find your passion. Don't try to copy others. Ukijaribu kuishi maisha yako kama mtu mwingine, unaangalia unasema nataka kuwa kama huyu. Yes, unaweza kuwa kama huyu, but you can do it on your own way. See exactly nataka kuscore kama ule. Ile ni gift yake amescore yako ni gani? Identify gift yako, itumie. Every opportunity you have, especially if you're young, use it.
I love it. The show, and I pray because they see these things. These are things that will eventually come out, and I pray that will be your goal. And I'm super happy, and I'm super happy also because your family is very supportive. Shout out to you, Mom. Shout out to you for giving our baby girl confidence, because if it wasn't for you and your family doing this, our baby girl would be somewhere sitting behind a desk procuring. They would not be entertained.
And sulking.
Can you imagine? An 8 to 5. Umevaa suti. Can never be us. Concerts the Kong. Because procurers dress like that.
You dress the part. No matter what.
But she has said, atamaliza shule. That's the most important thing. Get your paper. Doesn't mean that at certain vibes too. Get your paper. That's more important. Thank you so much for inviting us in your space. Thank you for being so open and candid. Thank you for being such a big lesson to so many other young people. And I pray, girl, that money fall on you.
Amen. If you want to find me on TikTok, Naomi Wanjao. Instagram ni Naomi_Wanjao_ YouTube ni Wanjao Naomi.
Love it.
Yeah.
And we are here for the wins, the content, and the laughs. Sasi tumeenda kudance. From Naomi and I, we say thank you very much and have yourselves a lovely time.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
I can't do it like she's doing it. She needs to have this slow part.
Angie, body. shake your body, and you know you want to.